Today, we're going over 15 tips that really make a big difference for how much you can get out of your PS5. I have played my PS5 almost exclusively every day since it released back in 2020. And now, these are some of the biggest tips that I think you'll really enjoy knowing about. Some new tips as well that you might not have heard anywhere else. But let's not waste any more time and let's just jump into it. So first, let's start with a PS5 feature that actually is going away soon. So something a lot of people have been taking advantage of is PlayStation Stars. This is the rewards program that lets you collect points on game purchases for collectibles and wallet funds. Right now though, you can still go in and claim campaigns that will let you earn some extra points. After July 23rd, 2025 though, all campaigns will be discontinued, but don't lose hope just yet, because up until November 2nd, 2026, you will still be able to redeem points you've collected for some extra collectibles or wallet funds. There are even full games available to redeem with points, so make sure to spend any points you have before it's too late. This next feature, however, is brand new. If you want to get the most out of your audio, you need to be using the Audio Focus feature. This can be turned on in the settings menu under Sound, then go over to Volume, and under Accessibility, you will see the setting for Audio Focus. In the settings, there are 4 focus types: Boost Low Pitch, Boost Voices, Boost High Pitch, and Boost Quiet Sounds. You can then adjust the levels for how loud the frequencies of your focus type are turned up to. Also, the left and right side of your headphones can be adjusted separately. These different modes give you the advantage of louder footsteps, game voices, explosions, and other sounds. Tweak the settings and get dialed into exactly what you need to hear the most. Okay, next up, sticking with the Audio Focus, let's talk about 3D audio. Audio Focus is a great new feature, but you can make it even better by combining it with 3D audio. To turn this on, go to Settings, Sound, 3D Audio for headphones or TV speakers. Now with this feature, you can set up a personal audio profile to get a more immersive sound out of your headphones. If you're in a hurry, you can choose one of the preset options instead, but I really recommend taking the 5 to 7 minutes to actually get a custom profile. Once this is turned on, you can use it with Audio Focus. They work really well together to boost your audio experience. Now, equally as important as the audio you get while gaming is security. Passkey keeps your account secure by giving you the option to log in without using a password. Instead, you can log in using your mobile device or by using your computer, not only keeping your account more secure, but also letting you log in faster to your console. To turn this on, head over to Settings, Users and Accounts, Account, Security, and activate Sign In with Passkey. This is much safer than using your password and gives you the peace of mind of not worrying about your account being compromised. You're probably very familiar with Discord, and you've probably already heard that you can use Discord for voice chat on your PS5. But did you know the PS5 supports using Discord to display what games you're playing? Now you can show what games you're currently playing while playing those games. To set this up, first go to Settings, Users and Accounts, Link Services, and finally link your Discord account. After that, you're done with settings on your PS5, but we need to update some Discord settings. So go to Discord, go to User Settings, and then Connections, and click on the PlayStation icon listed in the Add Accounts to your profile section. After which you should be all set and have your accounts linked. Now, every time you play a game, you can choose whether or not everyone on Discord can see what game you're playing. It's always annoying wondering if your mic is on or not while playing online. Well, there is actually a setting to make sure that it is always off every time your controller is on. And you can actually turn this off by going to Settings, go to Sound, and then into Microphone and change microphone status when logged in to mute instead of on. Bonus is that this also helps save on battery life as well. Never will you worry about accidentally talking on your mic again. Now, if you find yourself playing older games and enjoying the nostalgia of it, you have probably experienced the frustration of dated button mappings in older PlayStation titles. Good news though, because you can fix this with custom button assignments. To turn this setting on, go to Settings, Accessibility, Controllers, and then to Custom Button Assignments for DualSense wireless controller. This lets you switch any button for any other button you want. If you're tired of always setting every game you play to easy or really hard, or having to always change the settings for performance mode or resolution mode, especially if you have a PS5 Pro, you need to know about this setting that sets it automatically. To turn this on, go to Settings, Save Data in Game/App Settings, and then go to Game Presets. Game Presets let you automatically set these settings for every game you play. That way you don't have to worry about setting it every time you play a new game. It works too for PS5 Pro, letting you set up Pro mode by default. And if you're on UNC status like me, you'll also probably really enjoy that you can automatically turn on subtitles, so you never again have to guess what somebody just said in a cutscene. Now, if you have PS Plus, listen up, because you might might be missing out on free movies that you have access to. You get access to these through Sony Pictures Core. This is PlayStation's streaming service for movies and TV shows. There are some movies in here that are not free through other major services like Netflix, so run through the catalog and you might find a movie worth watching. There's a lot of movies in the catalog in general since Sony owns a lot of movie studios. And as a bonus, there is a few anime shows included as well if that is something you're interested in. Okay, this next one is very important. Are you making sure you're getting the fastest internet out of your PS5? You might be missing out on the faster download speeds and less lagging games. Now, I'm sure you already are familiar with things like having a wired connection to your router or calling to upgrade your internet speed. Those things obviously help, but also cost more money and might not be that easy for you to get a wired connection to your console. Instead, make sure you're defaulting to the highest frequency band your internet offers. By going to Settings, Network, Settings, Set up Internet Connection, click on Registered Networks, Wi-Fi frequency bands, and make sure this is set to the highest frequency, not to automatic. By switching this one setting, I went from getting around 20 to 30 megabits per second download speed to a little over 90 megabits per download speeds, so it can really make a difference. Moving on, we want to make sure that anytime a new feature is released, we are getting those updates. When PlayStation added Audio Focus to consoles, I saw so many people wondering why this feature wasn't already downloaded on their console. Sometimes PlayStation does batched rollouts where only certain people get updates, but to make sure you're not missing out on these features, make sure you turn on automatic updates. Go to Settings, System, System Software, System Software Update and Settings, and update system software. Toggle on download update files automatically and install update files automatically. Quick bonus tip, you can also manually check for updates too if you're ever missing them and don't know why. This next feature can make your user profile a bit more special, and I don't see very many people using this feature, so most profiles look rather boring. If you want to stand out more, make sure you're updating your public image cover. If you go to Settings, Users and Accounts, Profile, and then Cover Image, you can then choose any screenshot and add it to your cover. Now, if you have multiple consoles in your house, it can be hard to tell them apart. Well, you can fix this by going to Settings, System, System Software, Console Information, and then Name. From here, you can change your PS5's name to anything you want so that you can uniquely tell which one it is. Most people usually just listen to the background music while grinding away at their favorite game or doing some random side quest, which if we're being honest, isn't very interesting to do. If you don't like the music you're listening to and want to spice things up, you can use linked services to stream your own music even inside the game. To turn this on, first you'll need to go to Settings, Users and Accounts, scroll down to Linked Services, and choose the account you want to link. You can use Apple Music as well as Spotify, take your pick, but not just music is available because you can also turn on a podcast if you like using Apple Music or Spotify. Okay, this next one, you probably already know that you can save a video clip using the share button on your controller. But did you know you can save your gameplay clips in higher quality than 1080p? By going to Settings, Captures and Broadcast, Captures, and then Video Clip Format, set this to 4K, and now you can save some crisp, high quality gameplay without shelling out money for a capture card. Now, usually every time you turn on your PS5, you're greeted by that lovely sound. If you're tired of it, you can actually turn this off by going to Settings, System, Beep and Light, and toggle on Mute Beep Sound. Now your PS5 will be silent every time you turn it on. Okay, it's a great time to mention that if you're not actually cleaning your PS5, none of the other tips on this list are going to matter. Because if your PS5 overheats due to the fans being clogged with dust, you're not going to be able to use it. So if you're new to this, don't worry, it's a very easy process and you don't have to take apart your entire console. First, if you're using a stand like me, remove the stand and place your PS5 on a flat surface. And next, remove the left face plate by gently pulling up on the corner that has the PlayStation logo on it. Then slide the corner towards the bottom of the device. Now you'll see two holes that are almost triangle shaped. Take your vacuum and hold it right up to the hole to suck out all the dust in the dust catchers. After that, simply place the cover back on and click it into place. If you do this regularly every couple months, your PS5 will greatly thank you for it. Alright, and here are some quick bonus tips you might also want to know. If you go to Settings, Accessibility, Controllers, and scroll to Use Second Controller for assistance, you can turn on Assistant Controller. That way you can help out someone solve a puzzle or show them something by using two controllers as one. Next, if you are in the US or the UK, go to Settings, scroll down to Voice Command Preview, and you can turn on Voice Assistant to open games without using your controller. And then if you're wanting to log in quicker to your PS5, go to Users and Accounts in Settings, and scroll down to Login Settings and turn on Automatic Login to skip having to select your user every time the PS5 starts up. And if you want your games to be more organized, make sure you're using Games List inside your game library, and pin your favorite games so they always stay front and center by clicking Keep in Home. And that's all the tips I have for you today. But now that you have all these new tips, you should check out my recent video about the PlayStation Plus games you need to play right now. Give some of these tips a try in a new game you pick up. I think you'll really enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Until next time.